He's just become a father for the 4th time at the age of 89. But Bernie Ecclestone says he isn't finished with having children just yet.
Well, Bernie and his wife Fabiana join us now from Switzerland. And good morning. And firstly, congratulations on your newborn. How is family life treating you?
Peaceful at the moment. I feel I've become quite famous because of Ace.
And that's Ace.
There's
the picture.
He is a beautiful boy.
So he was born on July the 1st. It's 7 pounds 1 ounce, by the name of Ace, which is a great name. And Fabiana, your first baby, how was it giving birth in the world that we're in currently, and the conditions that you have to go through?
Yeah, it was really good that we managed to be somewhere safe where there's like the virus under control. So it was amazing experience. Like, it's my first child. I'm super happy.
And who did you have with you in the room? Because obviously the way things are at the moment, it's not like you can have everybody that you necessarily want. So who was with you whilst you gave birth?
It was my mom.
You're with your mum.
And
Bernie, were you all right with that?
You decided not to go, Bernie, did you?
No, I wasn't there, no. I'm not a doctor.
Well, a lot of men quite like, to be there for the moment and sort of see it happen.
Well, I don't know what there is to see. I'd rather watch a video.
No, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Can't
fair
argue
enough.
with that.
And so for you, Bernie, because you did, obviously you were there. You weren't in the actual delivery room, but you were there at the hospital. Did you have to be careful as well?
Careful about what?
About COVID-19.
I mean, it's good. Everyone, I'm surprised now that it hasn't become a law. Nobody can be out without wearing a mask. So in the hospital, everyone was wearing a mask, which was good.
Obviously, Bernie, a lot's been made of your age and that you have become a father again at the age of 89. As a couple, I imagine that was a conversation that you both had. How do you feel about that?
About the conversation?
Well, how do you feel about being a father so much later in life?
It was arranged. I wanted to be a father. Actually, it was really Fabiana really wanted to be a mum as well. Yeah. And I didn't realise, like, being a father, which now I am, how good and interesting it is to your life, or to my life anyway. I don't know about anybody else.
Well, you've got 3 daughters already, and I think you said that when you were having them, you were the head of a huge empire, big business. I suspect there probably wasn't very much time to be a hands-on dad.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now I've got a lot more time, so I can spend a lot more time with him.
And Fabiana, how hands-on is he as a dad?
Yeah, he helps and he's looking after him. He's a special person. We're super happy. And
so Bernie, do you do the nappies then? Do you do the nighttime feeds?
No.
Hands-on except for that bit.
Exactly.
No nappies then, Bernie?
I'll do whatever's necessary when it's necessary.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's necessary. That's what wives are for.
Oh, there you go. That's going to be controversial, Bernie.
Oh my God.
Most things I say seem to be. It's how people take them.
And so as far as Holly mentioned the age, and you say that you said when you got married to Fabiana that you wanted to give her children. It's her first baby, and so it's a lovely thing to share. How do you view age? You say that if men who plan to retire at 65 are mad. How do you view age?
Well, that's exactly what I mean. I think you're as old as you want to be, or as old as you think you are. I mean, you can think you're whatever. I mean, for years, I've always thought I'm 30. Cheated a little bit, maybe, but that's how I think. I never think of age.
And what about you, Fabiana? I mean, you quite obviously, you've got if you're young in mind, young at heart, then age is only a number. But for you, bringing up a baby with a much older dad, do you worry about the future and how much contact Bernie will be able to have with Ace?
I think it's the sort of things you don't have to think about, because I think in life so many things can happen, so you just don't plan. I think we're here today, he's given the best time he can. He spent hours with us and looking after the baby with me. So that's what's important. Like, I can't foresee in the next 20 years what's going to happen. The world's changed so quickly. And after all we've been living now, so many things change unexpectedly. So
they really do.
we have yes, Fabiana.
And do you think about a sibling, a brother or a sister for Ace? So is that off the cards in the future?
No, I think it'd be good if he has a little brother or sister. I think it'd be good.
And would you encourage him when he grows up a little bit? Will you encourage him to get into Formula One?
No, he'll have to do what he wants to do. I think it's bad where parents think their children should be what their dad is, because they may not want to be, and if you force them to do something they don't want to do, they probably wouldn't be good at it.
Bernie, what do your girls think about having a new baby brother? Your daughters?
What the girls think?
Fabiana, you should answer that.
The girls have been really helpful. They're super happy. They've been participating a lot. Petra, unfortunately, is in America, so she didn't have a chance to meet Ace. But Tamara being there from day one, helping with him, cuddling him, they've been amazing.
Bernie, we can't obviously let you go without talking a little bit about Formula One. New season finally just started, and in the news for all sorts of different reasons. And you've been a little bit controversial there, as you say. You know, everything you say tends to be a little bit controversial. Maybe people misconstrue. So, I was watching Formula One over the weekend, and when you look, and now we are all looking, I was struck by how few black people there were within the Formula One garages.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been open to anyone, Formula One. I've made sure we don't get involved with politics or religion or whatever. So anyone that was talented enough to do a job that was available in Formula One would be more than welcome. I mean, I can honestly say that I've never met a black person that I don't like. Maybe I don't know, probably everyone's like that, but I can't ever complain.
Lewis Hamilton said of some of your comments, if someone who has run the sport for decades has such a lack of understanding of the deep-rooted issues we as black people deal with every day, how can we expect all the people who work under him to understand? It starts at the top.
Well, maybe what's happened now, people will be able to think a little bit more. There's been no need for anyone to think. You know, I was speaking to somebody from the Red Bull, that runs Red Bull actually, and he said, we've got a black guy that works for us. And he just is like everybody else. I don't understand what the difference between being black or white or whatever is. It's people's minds, I think, that's important.
I think probably, I mean, it would be remiss of me not to say on behalf of the black community that they would probably be quite angry with the fact that it was a point of comment that there was a black person working for Red Bull. It's the mere fact that there was a black man working for Red Bull and not teams or a great many, and there wasn't equal numbers, that indeed is the point that everyone's making.
Well, I don't know, understand. I guarantee you now, if there was a guy that was a black guy, was as talented as Lewis is, turned up at Ferrari today, although they got a fixed team for 221, one of those will be out, and that person will be in. So there is no barrier at all. If the person got the talent, they would be employed as a mechanic or a designer, whatever he could do well.
Yeah.
Do you believe the sport does have to look at itself?
Well, the sport itself doesn't, but the people that are in the sport. But it's very difficult. If nobody comes and says, I'd like to work for you, what are you going to do? Put an advertisement in a newspaper asking only for somebody, a black person, to come and apply for the job?
And do you think that that perhaps they may not apply for the jobs because they think, well, you know, it's quite obvious looking at how many people there are from the black community there, then what's the point? I'm not going to get employed.
Well, they should try it, because I'm sure they would be employed. I don't think anyone would not employ somebody because they're black.
And you'd like to see a change, would you, there?
No, I just like to see anyone that wants to do something. Look, Lewis wanted to be a race driver. That's what he is. All these footballers, and when you think of all the talented black people we've got in this, all different sports, marathon running, sprinting, or whatever, they're always the top people, win all the gold medals. How many medals would we have if it wasn't for black people? Not too many.
All right, Bernie, well, we have to leave it there. I really appreciate you talking to us, both of you. Fabiana, congratulations.
Enjoy your baby. He's a beauty, he really is. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.